Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yari, and my desire is for Christians to make heaven. Yeah, Christians to make heaven. Because oftentimes, many times, Christians think they're safe, but in reality, when that day comes, God is going to say, I never knew you. And people are going to be shocked. I don't want to be shocked. I know that this is a reality, that Christians think they're going to make it to heaven, but they're not. So I exist. I am here to help you get into heaven. I want to get into heaven. I don't want to be eternally separated from God. And I am a Christian. But there are things that we have to do in order to get into heaven. And no, I'm not talking about the works, because there's no works to qualify you to get into heaven. We all fall short. But there are things that you have to work on, like your character, your mind, your heart. Okay, some people are holding grudges. Some people are holding unforgiveness. And that will keep you from getting into heaven's gates. So this YouTube channel exists to help you get into heaven. I'm on this journey with you. This is a never-ending journey into our last breath, and I want it to count. I want my life here on earth to count. And I'm so excited that you are here. Please share, please like, please follow, please comment, so that this can be pushed out to other people. So people can get this in their algorithm. So yeah, I'm so happy that you are here. Let's jump in. First though, I want to tell you a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Miami, beautiful Miami. And when I was 13 years old, I got caught up into drugs. Lots of drugs. And the type of drugs that I did progressed. So it went from weed to drinking to cocaine until I started smoking crack. Smoking crack at the age of 16 years old. I was still in high school. And so the type of drugs that I did progressed. And I was skipping school, got into fights, got expelled, suspended in middle school, went to juvenile detention twice, one time for drugs and the other one for fighting. And my life was a mess. My life was a hot mess. When I started smoking crack, I started to sell my body as an escorting service. Okay, I don't know if you guys know about Craigslist. I don't know if it still exists, but I used to sell myself on Craigslist. You go online, you look for women, and I would show up, okay? And I would sell myself on there. Actually, I had a pimp who would sell me on there. And he would get commission, I would get commission, obviously. And I did that for a few years when I was 16 years old, from 16 to 20, actually. Had the sugar daddies. Okay, that's not cool. Now we make it cool about the sugar daddies, and I want a sugar daddy. No, you don't, because it's literally prostitution. You're literally selling yourself for money, for bags, for trips, for cars. It's not worth it. Your soul, your body is not worth it. So I did that. I've been arrested so many times. Like, I think 7 times I've been arrested. Mostly for drugs, DUI, resisting arrest. I had a bench warrant, never went to court. It all caught up to me, okay? And so just living that wild life, okay? And very rebellious towards my parents. I even would hit my mom in the face, okay? When I would come home drunk, you know, I thought that she didn't know anything, that my mom is a loser and all that stuff. And all along, I was the loser. And I would hit my mom, disobey my parents. Oh my God, I did the worst. I was the worst child. And thankfully, God restored that relationship with my parents. So now me and my parents are like besties, okay? They love me, I love them. We have a great, healthy relationship now. But it's all because of Jesus Christ. So I was into drugs, locked up, in and out of jail, in and out of rehabs, in and out of court, in and out of probation, and I was still doing the drugs, the Xanax, the pills, the coke, the crack. And until one day someone told me about Jesus. Someone told me about Jesus, that a girl had passed away and she saw heaven and hell. Jesus showed that girl heaven and hell. Now that girl is alive. She's an evangelist. She travels all around the world to preach the gospel. And reading her story of how in hell demons torture you 24/7 for eternity. It never ever ends. After I read that, I said, if I were to die right now, I would go to that place. I would go to hell if I were to die right now. And so it took me a few days because the Lord was working in my heart. He was ministering to me until I was in my bed. And God said, until I was in my bed and I accepted Jesus in my heart. I said, Lord, I am so sorry for everything that I've done. Please forgive me. I want to live for you. I want to serve you. The next day when I woke up, I saw color. My whole life changed. My heart is clean. I have no dirt. I have no baggage. I was like if a weight was lifted off of me. I felt completely forgiven, completely loved, completely known, understood by Jesus Christ. I said the sinner's prayer in my bed before I went to church, before I cleaned up, before I looked a certain way. I accepted Jesus in my heart, and he completely changed my life. He radically changed my life. And now I am married. I have 2 beautiful children. I served on my church on the board. Now I'm serving at my church. I did prison ministry. I love prison ministry. I did evangelism. Now I'm just serving at my church. I have my 2 kids that are amazing. And now I'm doing this. And my goal is for everyone to know Jesus and for Christians to make it into heaven. Because a lot of Christians think they're going to get into heaven. But in reality, they're not going to make it. There's a scripture in Matthew that says, Lord, didn't we prophesy in your name? Didn't we cast out demons in your name? Didn't we do signs, miracles, and wonders in your name? And Jesus is going to say, the Father is going to say, I never knew you. Depart from me, servant of wickedness, worker of wickedness or lawlessness. So these are Christians that said, Lord, Lord, didn't we serve you? Didn't we prophesy in your name? Didn't we heal that blind person in your name? But God is going to tell them, no, I never knew you. These are the Christians. He's not talking about people off the streets. He's talking about his people. So my goal is for Christians to make it into heaven, to reveal blind spots, in people who think who don't know they have a blind spot. I'm here to expose blind spots in your life that might cause you not to make it into heaven. I'm here to help you put in the work to get rid of that unforgiveness, to get rid of that favoritism. Even if you show favoritism to a certain person, not to another, that is condemnable for hell, even if you're a believer. So believer, don't think you're all safe. You need to put in the work. Remember that servant with the 10 talents, the 5 talents, the 2 talents, the 1 talent. The guy that had the 1 talent buried it in the ground. And he said, when the master came around, he said, oh, master, Master, I know that you are a strict person, that you're strict, that you're hard. So instead of losing it, instead of spending it, I hid it in the ground. But you know, that's not what we're called to do. We're called to be the light, to work for the Lord, to serve the Lord, to multiply our talents on earth, right? But this person, this servant, hid it in the ground because he knew he was a strict and hard God or master. That's how God is. God is very stern, but he's so stern because he's so holy and just and righteous. And we are not. But God, if you read Isaiah, if you read Jeremiah, God is a stern God. And that's the God that we're going to meet when we die. So there is work to do. He is a holy God. We need to be holy. We need to walk in holiness. We need to put in the work. God is merciful, and he is going to give you 100 chances. If you have breath in your lungs, you have an opportunity to get it right. He's merciful. He'll show you mercy time and time after again. Don't get me wrong. He loves us. He has mercy, compassion, and grace. Grace is how we can even live this life. So we are living in grace right now. Grace for me to even be talking about God, because I'm so unworthy. We always fall short. But God gives us the grace, the mercy to do his will, to walk in his ways. And so this is just an intro. Please subscribe, please like, please comment, please share, so that we can continue building up other Christians. And so that I can continue filming and giving out this content. I have so much to share. Please join my Discord group. I'm gonna link it in the bottom below, in the link below. Join my Discord group for live Bible studies, live prayer, and let's grow together. I'm so happy that you are here, and I'll see you soon.